Gentlemen and ladies, if you're watching. So the 11.11.6 update just dropped on the test server, and for this week, balance changes. So this is gonna be kind of a different kind of video, since I'm just gonna basically leave it unedited and just spill my thoughts about what we see on the changes, and we're gonna go ahead and read them together. The upcoming test server will feature major balance changes planned for update 11.6. Major balance changes, okay. Things I better not see. Honestly, I don't know. From the looks of it over here, it looks absolutely massive. I'm just a bit scared, honestly, because they have completely obliterated things in the past. Lately, it's been a little bit better, but I'm not sure. I'm just gonna leave the intro a bit shorter and right off the bat, this better be buffs. Damage per particle, 700, 1100, 600, 920, and 1150. Shot interval 0.05 to 0.07 per second. So they fire slower. Ammo increase? How much is that? I think that's around 15%, yeah? So 15% over here, but a 15% buff here. And an increased AoE. That's 1 meter. That's nothing. But they fire slowly, so I think it's an overall slight nerf. We'll have to see. No. Marquis Hussar Dragoon, damage per particle, 7,000, 9,000, and 20,000 to 5,000, 7,000, and 15,000. Reload interval 1.5, 1. Okay, so that's Hussar and Marquis. 1.5 and 3 seconds to 1.2, 1.2, and 2.5 seconds. Dispersion. Horizontal dispersion, vertical dispersion, plus 33%. These things don't have dispersion. Are they going to make it so it's not accurate every single time? Oh, that's bad. Over here, faster reload, but less damage overall. I think these will be fine, but sad to see a nerf. Avalanche. Damage per particle, almost 4,000 to 4,300. Okay, so buff. Reload interval, 2 seconds to 4 seconds. Okay, wait, how much is it on the live server? I have an avalanche on my Curie right here. So it's 6 seconds. So in all, it's going to take, if there's 3 reload intervals, it's going to take 12 seconds now to reload. Reload threshold, 15 to 9. So it's going to reload less ammo per... Oh, that's... Huh? Reload threshold 15 to 9 ammo. Ammo 24 to 10. Wait, so is it going to be completely full and then fire all of its ammo and then only reload that ammo every 4 seconds? That's horrible. What? That's ridiculous. So it's getting 10 ammo. Is this per lip or per reload? So reload threshold, so it'll reload 9 ammo. I honestly have no idea. I think it's a really heavy nerf though, despite the damage buff. Flux damage per particle, 1300 to 830. Reload interval, 1 to 3 seconds, and ammo 33 to 45 seconds. Still an overall nerf. It's just gonna start out with more ammo, but it's gonna take forever to reload. Wow. No, there's Redeemer. Oh my goodness. Redeemer damage per particle, 7,000 to 5,000. Burst interval, 0.9 to 1.2 seconds. So that's the time between shots. So it's gonna go boom, 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 and then that's gonna be increased. So I think they want you to use auto Schreier with it. Burst duration, 4 to 5 particles. So instead of 4 big booms, it's gonna get 5 big booms. That's still 2,000 damage lost is ridiculous. That means I better see Ultimate Redeemer on the below, because that does an insane amount of damage. Reload amount 32 to 35. Ammo 32 to 35 as well. Again with the dispersion. Is it not going to hit every single time? Horrible if it does. If it's like that. It's really bad. Duration 4 to 5 particles. Yeah, I think it's getting 5 big booms. Still a DPS loss though. Shock train, oh no. Damage per particle, 5,426 to 5,620. It's like a 5% damage increase. It's really bad. Because here are the nerfs. Ammo 5 to 4, reload amount 5 to 4, maximum charge 5 to 4 ammo, reload threshold 4 to 3. So if I look on the live server, reload time 8 seconds. So I'm gonna assume that the amount before it starts reloading is decreased, but it got a charge decrease for 5% extra damage. So it's gonna do less damage overall with these tier 3. Puncher, damage per particle 3,400 to 4,200, okay. Shot interval 0.08 seconds to 0.12 seconds, so it's gonna fire. Ammo 40 to 20! What? So... What? 50% clip size, bye-bye! You now fire for half the time before reloading again. Lockdown accumulation, it doesn't matter! Lockdown accumulation on target doesn't even matter if you're firing for... Like... So you're going to be firing for longer, so that's a longer DPS, that's a longer clip size. You fire your clip empty faster than before. So a 20% damage increase or a 50% ammo decrease and shot interval decrease. That's so bad. Viper, shot interval 0.1 to 0.16 seconds. Acceleration minus 50%. Damage per stack of DOT 134 to 170. Yay! You get more DOT for longer firing intervals. Oh my god. So that it fires way slower. And it doesn't have as much acceleration. Bye bye, Viper. Okay, Titans, I'm glad to see the Atlas and Mauler here. Frontal shield effective, I hope the Mauler doesn't get, oh, that's a lot. I'm gonna frontal shield effective duration 12 to 7 seconds. Okay, this is really good. This frontal shield was available like 90% of the time you had your Titan, so you can actually damage it now. Built-in weapon damage per particle 5,000, 50,000 to 65,000. So it's gonna get even more damage. That's quite a substantial amount. I don't think the Firmament Burden did that much damage in the first place. So we'll have to see how that works. Chef Broil's here also. Durability threshold, heavy plating, 15% to 40%, and heavy plating, Chef Broil, cooldown, 20 to 30%. Okay, wait, we're gonna switch back over to the hanger here. What does Chef Broil do? Oh, you're only gonna get your abilities every 40% damage loss. That's way better. Heavy plating cooldown, and it's gonna have a 30-second cooldown. Okay. That pilot skill is really powerful. So I think Atlas will be more balanced since you can do damage to it more times. But the Bersagliere destroys it. Oh, I better not see Bursa here. Mauler, movement speed to 42 to 32 kilometers per hour by 10 kilometers. Dark light effective radius 200 to 130 meters. Dark light slowdown power 25%. Dark light deathmark power plus 12.5%. Dark light cooldown 15 to 13 seconds. Hook cooldown 15 to 20 seconds. Wow, you're losing all your mobility here. Damage to DOT conversion duration 4 to 2.5 seconds. Resistance to DOT 30 to 15%. And amount of DOT stacks removed by stabilization from the pilot 20 to 10. Okay, so if I'm understanding this correctly, it's getting a whole lot less mobile. But the dark light is getting less range. But if you get caught in the dark light, you're 100% dead. Because the slowdown and death mark. So instead of 300% death mark, it's adding 12.5%. So that per stack? I think it might be per stack. So you're going to do way more damage if you get caught. I like that actually. The range was way too high. 130 meters range. Can you fly over it now? I think you might be able to fly over it with like Eiffel or Aether or something. No, Mauler was way too strong still. So I like that they're keeping it strong but at closer range. The DOT, it doesn't take any DOT damage anymore, really. The 4 seconds was nothing. I think they need to keep it 4 seconds. It started off with 10 seconds. That means it lost 75% of effective time. It started out at 10 seconds. And resistance, passive resistance. Oh yeah, 15%. And while the Rex has 60% plus the Bull Drone, which gives it another 30%. So that thing has 90% total DOT damage resistance. The Mauler, the Titan version, has 15%. That's so balanced. Pixonic clearly is all-knowing, and they know their game better than anyone else, so they can do whatever they want. Salieri. Durability increased to 700. That's almost 80,000. Defense points 200 to 220. So they're giving even more defense points. Fatigue shot damage 20,000 per. If we look at it on the live server, the fatigue shot does 90 or 10,000 damage. Was that wrong? I'm gonna go with they're bringing it to 17,000. Fatigue shot damage bonus 20 to 10%. Bye. You're only gonna do 1.5 times, or no, not even. It started off at 2 times the damage per shot. So the Bersagliere bow is way worse than Piercer. I better see Piercer on here too. That thing does so much damage. Bonus damage for long range shots 60% to 40%. So you're losing 20% extra damage. So that's an direct Striker and Vendicatore nerf. Eiffel, no bonus damage from the slot activated by Cannoneer 25 to 8%. So you only get 8% damage boost. Bonus durability from Cannoneer 225,000 to 240,000. That's nowhere near the 450,000 it got. I think this is an overall nerf. 15,000 more durability in the air. The voids. Let's see the voids. Let's see how much they do at maxed levels. So a maxed void will do 48,000 damage per shot. So that's not even one void. You get 1/3 of a void more extra HP in the air. That's pathetic. 25 to 8%. That's insane. The Cannoneer is supposed to be a high damaging ability because the Eiffel is so fragile. No, that's bad. I hope this gets changed right here. Bonus damage. The Eiffel doesn't need to be touched. In fact, I think it needs more durability in the air. It gets shot down so easily. Rook defense points 160 to 140. Movement speed 40 to 45 kilometers per hour. So I don't think this really changes anything. It's going to get a little less tanky to normal bots, but to Titans just bypass all defense points anyway. So I think this is an overall buff, even though it doesn't look like it. Ninja. No, they're going to do the same thing they did with the robot weapons. Oh, no, never mind. They're doing it now. Movement speed 48 to 50 kilometers per hour. Electrical lasso radius 260 to 200 meters. So less range on the... Okay, and a bigger cooldown. Electrical lasso repairs... Wait, repairs 5 to 3% and damage 5 to 3%? Hang on. Is that... So, they're nerfing the base. Does that mean it still gets at 17%? I don't think so. Slowdown power plus 25%. That thing slows you down by a lot, so that's good. Vipassana cooldown 14 to 17 seconds, so it's going to have a longer ability cycle and then a shorter ability cycle because your cooldown is longer. And Vipassana movement speed bonus 20 to 30%. And the durability nerf. Oh my goodness. Tier 4 to 3 also. I think it'll still be good. It's one of the top Titans right now, so yeah, it'll definitely still be good. The thing I'm most worried about is the tier 4 to 3 because that we've seen what happened with everything. Tier 3 weapons get massive nerfs because they're supposed to be tier 3 and yet you made them tier 3 Pixonic. And there's more shenanigans. So bye Luchadors in the future. Tier 4 to 3 reduce jump distance. They're reducing the jump distance just like Raptor. How much? It doesn't even say, so we'll have to see. If it's like by 1%, could be. It's probably not. Bonus defense points from active support ally repairs per tick 1% to 2%. Active support self repairs going from this number to 21,000. That's good. Sharanga, love to see it. Bonus damage from full power to 26 to 35%. Phase exile cooldown 17 to 15%. Yeah, Sharanga overall buff. Oh no. I highly doubt they'll nerf the Sirius though, since that thing is seriously bad. Heimdall tier 4 to 3, Aether tier 4 to 3, Sirius tier 4 to 3. And here we are, Titan weapons. Void Chasm. Damage per particle 16,000 to 17,000. So bringing up my Eiffel example, they're getting buffed. So it's not even gaining any more HP for Eiffel. 0 particle dispersion, 0 100, so to 500 meters. So I don't think, so is it getting more particle dispersion? Oh, so based on the range, so I think I'm taking this as 0 meters, 300 meters, and 500 meters. So it'll get plus 100 for 0 meters. So it's gonna start having some spread, and adding on to that, 150% plus for 300 meters, and then damage at 500 meters is getting another particle dispersion. So that's good. These damage interval while in reload mode. So instead of the boom, 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 it does on reload mode, it'll be less. So these weapons are too strong, so I think that's another nerf. Damage bonus to primary mode after reload. So they're getting a damage buff here, another damage buff here, but a significant dispersion here. So they're gonna do, if you're point blank with, say, a Mauler, which gets another even more damage boost, you're gonna one-shot basically everything. Okay. Huggin and Munnin. Okay, these things are so annoying. I hate them so much. So I hope they get nerfed, but not by this much. What? Damage per particle 3,000 to and 4,600 to 1,650 to 2,900. Bye bye. Is that? I think that's less damage than Infernal and Pyro. I'm gonna check right now. No, they still do. Infernal and Pyro still do less. Reload amount 60 to 30. Reload interval 7. Okay, so it's getting a faster reload, which is good for the absolute gutting. Wait. Ammo 60 to 30. No way. So bye 50% of your ammo. You're gonna fire 50% less, and the bounce count is getting decreased. Oh my goodness. Don't even. So 50%, basically 50% damage output loss, almost 50%, and then another 50% here, and then more. You get less bounces. This is the only buff. 1 second reload time. Oh my god. Equalizer Arbiter. Damage per particle 2,400 to and 4,000 to 2,100 to 3,650. Okay. Damage bonus at maximum range 100% to 60%. So you're losing your damage bonus. That's fine, I guess. These things did so much damage anyway. Especially for a 600-meter weapon. Shot interval 2 to 1.8 seconds. This is the starting shot interval, right? They better not lose acceleration. Overheat accumulation 12 to 9 seconds. Overheat faster. And then cooling time 4 to 5 seconds. So the overheat faster, and they'll be more punishing if you overheat them. These did so much damage already. I think this is overall fine. It might be a little too rough, as everything always is, but it's fine, I think. Oh no, Mahavajra. Damage per particle getting decreased again, 3,600 to 3,000. Reload amount 15 to 17, so more per shot. So instead of 15 shots per clip, you're doing 17. Reload interval 5 to 4 seconds, so you're reloading faster, but you get more dispersion. And then here's the ammo to go along with the reload. I mean, they're still gonna be good. You're just gonna have to fire for longer, which I think this is still an overall nerf. Current damage per part. Oh, here's Striker. 5297 to 3480. That's a giant nerf. Ammo 6 to 8. Maximum charge 6 to 8. Reload interval 2 to 8 seconds. Wait. So, okay, wait. These are not defined. They need to define ammo possibilities or capability. Let's see. Striker. They did 30, almost 32,000 before, and then after the nerf. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought of a damage decrease. 2,800 compared to the. Okay, that's actually quite substantial. And then a longer reload interval, 2 to 8 seconds. It already has an 8-second. Wait, do they mean the time? No, it says interval. Either this means it's gonna get time before. So once you fire it, the cooldown before you start charging up again, it's either gonna go from 2 to 8 seconds, or I hope it's that, because 8 seconds per reload per one charge. That's, if I'm understanding this correctly, the 7 it takes to reload, or the complete 7 amount, 8 seconds per one charge. That's almost a minute. There's no way that's real. I'm gonna take it as it's after you fire, you are cooling off for 8 seconds before you start charging up. That's horrible for Striker. Well, these did. I think these are bugged and they do way too much damage anyway. We'll have to see if they change it. Vora Veyron, damage per particle, 1300 to 1700, from 15 or to 1600 to 1700. So they're getting a damage buff, actually. It's good. Critical dispersion. Oh my goodness. 43%. And an increased shot interval. A decreased reload interval. These will definitely still be good. You just have to get a lot closer. Can you put shot grouping skills on? I don't think so. No, you can't. I don't know. These will definitely still be good. Sure, Ruiner, even more nerfs. Horizontal dispersion, plus 33%. Vertical dispersion, plus 50%. They're giving it even more dispersion than it already had. Yay! Damage per stack of DOT, 600 to 920. So you get even more DOT. And yet the Elox and Murex are literally doing millions of damage per clip. And then Anguisher and Ruiner gets another nerf. Bulova Kistin reload interval, 8 to 6 seconds. That's really good. AoE, 10 to 12 meters. Okay. I love seeing Bulova and Kistin buffs. Crate and Basilisk. Uh-oh. These do so much damage already. Damage per particle, 1818. And then 2000. Oh, they have it completely different in a different format. So I'm taking this as Crate is getting a damage buff. Basilisk is getting a damage nerf. And then, and damage per stack of Basilisk is going down. They'll be fine. Pilots, Yangli Titans, tier 4 to 3. Special skills won't work on the following Titan. What? Rook, Newton, Eiffel, Ultimate Alming, Bedweir, Bersagliere, Mahler. Okay, so any Titan that already has a Titan pilot, Yangli won't work with them. That's ridiculous. What? Why would? Oh my goodness. If you used him on any of these because you didn't have the pilot, bye-bye, all your investment into it is now completely worthless. I hope this gets changed. This needs to get changed. If anything, it should be... No. He should be the general pilot for any Titan. Shouldn't work. Auto Strider. Special skill now works on arm... Okay, the arm weapons. That's good. For them. Ultimate Arthur. Durability, 600,000 to 430... Oh, this is the Ultimate Arthur. 600,000 to 430,000. So less defense points, 180 to 80. Repair per second. So this is the ultimate upgrade Titan branch. 40,000 to 10,000. Repair per second. Does it get a repair? I guess so. It might get. If so, this 40,000 was way too much. I'm glad to see that. Movement speed 53 to 43 kilometers per hour. That thing is so fast, especially with Frederick. I think the Frederick's gonna get nerfed too. Blast wave damage 61,000 to 40,000. So less blast wave. Blast wave cooldown 7 to 12 seconds, but it gets a 33% range buff, I think. Ultimate Arthur has a 20 million HP shield at base. It's gonna be fine if it needed nerfs. Ultimate Grom, damage per particle 2020 to 1500. That's good. Shot interval 1 to 1.5 seconds. Ammo 14 to 16, and then reload threshold. So does this reload? I don't know. Does it have a threshold before it starts reloading? So you have to take it to 15. So you just shoot once and it reloads. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I don't know why they have to spell it out. So all in all, Ultimate Groms did way too much damage, so that's good. The upcoming test server will feature major... Oh. I don't know why I went back there. Ultimate Robots. Durability. Oh, it gets a durability buff. Movement speed buff. Sword attack duration. 6 to 4.5 seconds. Apart from attack duration, all other parameters of the melee attack are the same as the ordinary edition. Okay, so I'm going to take it as like the range of it. Yeah, this will still be good. It just loses 2 slashes, which it never should have had. 6 slashes in the first place, especially for something that it shouldn't be in the game to begin with. Ultimate Leech. Durability. So durability buff. Repulsed redirected damage. I better see Ultimate Tulumbus. 50% to 38%. Repulse bonus defense points. 900 to 600. So the normal leech gets 900. Oh, I better not see normal leech. If normal leech is on here and it gets a defense points reduction, I swear. So wait, so it's becoming, the ability itself is becoming worse than the normal leech. So 900 to 600 defense points. The duration's going down. The cooldown is getting a reduction though, so it'll be in its ability more often. No, it won't, because it has 3 seconds less of ability time. It still has immunity to defense mitigation though, so be fine. I think Skyros gets 600 defense points, so I think it's only going from. This might look like substantial nerf, but I think it's only going from 90 to 80% damage reduction, if I'm correct. Let's see Skyros. Yeah, 570 defense points Skyros gets. It's like an 87% damage reduction. So this bonus defense points, it's basically nothing. It will get a reduction in the time it's in repulse though, which is good since the ultimate leech is really, really good. Ultimate Griffin, dazzling jump damage bonus, 20 to 10%. So less damage bonus when it jumps. Damage bonus duration, so less bonus and less duration. Counter blind duration, 5 to 3 seconds. So you'll get blinded less, which is good since the ultimate Griffin's so potent on the battlefield. It literally changes things. It's so broken. Dazzling jump cooldown, 14 to 12 seconds. So it'll jump more often, and that's going to be exacerbated by the pilot itself. Ultimate Destrier, ability 22,000 to 222,000 to 245,000. So that's good. Bonus movement speed and annihilation mode, 60 to 120%. Oh, I can break out my ultimate Destrier. I'll have to level it. I'm gonna level this thing. I don't have the pilot since I didn't get it during the anniversary, but oh, I love to see that. Ultimate Destrier. Ultimate Fujin, Aegis capacity. Okay, good. The Ultimate Fujin is bad for an Ultimate Edition. Ultimate Spectre, descend stealth duration, 4 to 5 seconds, and descend cooldown, 14 to 12 seconds. Okay. The Ultimate Invader is like basically no different from the normal version. Movement speed 47 to 50 kilometers per hour, and incursion bonus defense points 50 to 60. Okay. Ultimate Mender, durability repaired per pulse of support, 1,000 to, or 96, it's close enough, 9,600 to 1,250. Okay. Support cooldown 15 to 13 seconds. Damage bonus from upgrading to Mark II, 15 to 30%. Okay, that thing has abysmal firepower, so that's good. I love to see ultimate menders. I love support bots. Ultimate Ares, absorber duration 4 to 5 seconds. Built-in weapon effective duration 4 to 5 seconds. Oh, so it's just completely getting more shots. That's good. Then ultimate weapons. This thing keeps going on and on and on and on. Ultimate weapons. Ultimate arm L83. Ultimate arm M80. Damage per particle. So it's getting a nerf. Ultimate shredder. Damage per particle 5,900 to 6,100. Ooh, so it's getting a dispersion, but more damage per particle. Ultimate Shredder does so much damage anyway, I think, and you can get really close with it really easily, so I think this is a buff, which isn't good since it does so much damage. Yes, Ultimate Tulumbus, finally, please be a nerf. Damage per particle, 8,500 to 7,200. Okay, that's a nerf. Maximum damage bonus for consecutive shots, 200 to 150%. So good. So it's going to do way less damage from that final shot. Scales like Bursa's. So that's a 1.5 damage percent increase. Oh, but it's getting an ammo increase. So I'm not sure. I think this is an overall nerf, but I don't think it's heavy enough. I think it needs more nerfing. Ultimate Scourge. Damage per particle, 1,400 to 1,000. Reload interval, 3 to 7 seconds. Ammo, 50 to 55. And reload amount, 50 to 55. So you get 5 more particles per ammo, but you get way less damage per particle, and a 7-second reload interval. So the time before reloading is 7 seconds. There's no ultimate calamity. So they're completely making them different. So the normal spark is completely different from the Scourge. It fires faster, and then the ultimate Scourge is different from the Scourge because the reload interval is more. So this is a massive nerf for ultimate Scourge. And it isn't even really the most top dog ultimate weapon. They just go so hard on random weapons for no reason. Ultimate Havoc, damage per particle 4,000 to 4, so it's getting a buff. Shot interval 0.4 to 0.5 seconds. So it's getting a reload interval or a shot interval increase, so it's gonna fire less, but barely. Horizontal dispersion and vertical dispersion, these values, so it's getting massive. Going to do less damage at less range, and the ammo is going up. So this thing is going to fire forever now, is it? Is it not? They already reload in 5 seconds. I don't think anything's changing with this. It's still going to be incredibly broken. Ultimate Hussar, Ultimate Dragoons. Shot interval is getting increased. It's going to fire less, and then ammo is going from 12 to 14, and that's it. So this is an overall nerf. Ultimate Avenger, damage per particle. Whoa. 1,300 to 950. That's insane. I think I think Ultimate Punishers are gonna do the same amount of damage. Would they not? Wait, so it already did less damage than 1600 at Mark 3. So they're just doing way less damage than the Ultimate Punishers. That doesn't make any sense. Well, nothing in this game makes any sense, actually. Ultimate Vortex, damage per particle. Whoa. This thing does like over 100,000 damage per shot. It's getting a reload decrease too. I think they hardly hit those, so I guess this is a buff, but I guess they'll still be fine. Robots. Teth! Yes! Please die! Physical shield durability, 150,000 to 95,000. It's nothing. Physical shield replacement time, 20 to 45 seconds. Okay, that's going to be really, really good. And then Sandstorm cooldown, 15 to 13 seconds. Not touching the force field. The other one, I honestly think that Teth's force field needs to be more potent or higher durability than Link's and Nether. Nether needs a durability or a force field durability buff, which I hope comes later on. But I think Teth's role is a tank, so it needs more action than them. I think the Sandstorm, it should have less mobility because it's a tank, but I think it'll be way less potent than it already is. Arabius, physical shield durability, 250% to 200%. This is only a thing for Teth. On anything else, this is a major nerf. Basically, that's not, I don't like that. More damage for EMP, 25% to 28%. Okay, that's basically nothing. Sword, durability, 325,000 to 280,000. Movement speed from 55 to 58 kilometers per hour. Sword base damage, 8,000 to 4,000. So it's going to do even less base damage. And then the cooldown is going from 15 to 13 seconds. The Miharu Sharp Pilot is going from 15 to 12% execute. And the damage bonus while in flight from the Ward drone is going from 10 to 6 seconds. And the built-in particle damage, there's no percent damage nerf. So that's basically insignificant. They do not know how to balance. The only thing the sword needed was a absorber conversion rate, a damage conversion rate nerf. It needed to be less because this thing has like a 50% damage conversion rate. So whatever damage you do, it's going to be incredibly buffed. This sword base damage isn't going to do anything. It's 8,000. It didn't do 8,000 before. Where did this 8,000 come from? I'm taking this as the sword damage though, so I'm just going to say it's getting halved. Sword's still going to be good. Its weapon's going to be insane. Samjok, again, this is like the 4th time this is being nerfed. Durability, or 4th or 3rd, one of the two. I think it's 3rd actually. Durability, getting a durability buff, and then the damage from the weapon, the built-in weapon, the turret is going way down. That's like a massive nerf. That's like 30 to 40%. I think it's like 35%. Autonomous weapon shot interval is going, so it's going to fire more often, and the accuracy is going down. Okay. Sunstorm fuel consumption, 100%. So it's going to be an ability for half as much. Sunstorm cooldown, 7 to 10 seconds. And the Chongwei drone's also getting nerfed. I don't know. Samja, oh my goodness. That's a massive nerf. I think 10 seconds is way too long. Especially because it's getting fuel consumption. And the turret's getting worse too because of this accuracy thing. You can basically just move out of the way. Samjok is a bit brain dead, but I think this is too much. Condor durability. The Condor, again, they're really hammering that flying bots are going to be completely dead. Durability, 300,000 to 320,000. Movement speed increase. Okay, maybe. No, it's not a buff. Flight duration, 14 to 10 seconds. Celestial Voice cooldown, 15 to 18 seconds. And then the repairs are going up to 17%. I'm going to take this as... Also, thanks for ruining my Condor guide that I'm working on. I completely have to wait now. 2% repairable gray durability. I think this is gray durability or green durability. I think it's getting a gray durability buff. So this is only for green durability, I think. Built-in weapon damage per particle. So it's getting less built-in weapon damage. And the built-in weapon shot interval is going from 0.1 to 0.2 seconds. And it has particle just... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think Condor is pretty dead. Ridiculous. I hope to see... It's fine as is. It doesn't need... I hope to see this get completely overhauled. It doesn't need any of that. Raptor, Gina's manipulation, repair bonus going from 15 to 10%. Gloria's confidence, Gloria Earhart, EMP duration 5 to 3 seconds. And then this isn't Raptor nerfs. It's Raptor Pilot and Hawkeye nerfs. Raptor's being left alone, which is good since it'll still remain one of the top tanks. Hawkeye built-in weapon damage per particle. So bye 50% damage. And then bonus durability buff on Hawkeye. Okay. It's fine. Raptor will still be good. They're doing this, I think, because of Rex. They don't want the Raptor to counter Rex. Ravager. More Ravager. Cliff Sanctuary. Cliff to boost durability regeneration 1% to 0.8% per tick. This thing is so minuscule, it doesn't need it. Cliff Sanctuary. Cliff to boost durability bonus 15% to 4%. Already to 5%? Didn't it get brought down to 5%? Or am I crazy? That's an insane Ravager nerf. Moderator, lockdown duration 5 to 3%. Or 5 to 3 seconds. Moderator, bonus damage per stack while in stealth. 5 to 3%. This thing had a 25% thing to start off with. So, bye-bye. It's now 25 to 3%. Oh, okay. Maximum bonus damage, 5 to 6 stacks. Still, it's going from 25% to 18%. It's horrible. Ducks. Puppet Master, Willow-O, Combat Bot, damage bonus from 10 to 7%. Okay, so this isn't Ducks nerf, it's Willow-O nerfs, which it's not substantial at all. Slowdown stack limit 15 to 5, slowdown cooldown 10 to 15, and then the duration of rust. Fine. Is this per shot? Actually, I don't know how this works. I think Webby, I don't know. No. Mender buffs. Yay. 200,000 to 210,000. Support movement speed 33% to 60%, so it'll get faster, and support bonus defense points 175 to 185%. Yes, I love to see Mender buffs. I hope that goes through. Wayland support mode repairs per pulse. That's getting a buff. Support mode defense points 46 to 50. Support mode movement speed reduction 33% to 15%. Okay, so it's getting a buff. This is a buff actually. So I love to see Wayland buffs. I think it needs more, but it's fine. Nightingale movement speed 58 to 62 kilometers per hour. Air support 1,000 to a bit 12,050. Air support suppression power 75% to 6. So this is a nerf. This one's a nerf. I don't like that. Air support damage per particle. So it's getting a buff there. So it'll be a better repairer, but a worse suppressor. I think you can run True Ace on it too, so it'll still be relatively the same. That's still a nerf. Demeter, repair covering, effective range 500 to 650 meters. This thing has a 650 meter teleport. And then the repair cover cooldown is going from 16 to 14 seconds. Covering single time repairs, so that's getting a really small buff. And the repair per pulse is getting a major buff. So Demeter is going to be good, like really good. I love to see Demeter buffs. Support robots, like yeah, I love to see that. I love to see that. Fafnir built-in weapon damage per particle, that's getting a buff. Absorber bonus damage accumulation, that's also a buff. And shapeshift cooldown 8 to 18 seconds. So this is an overall buff. I love to see Fafnir buffs. Hawk reflected damage 50 to 60%. So it's going to reflect 60% of the damage you do to it. And the built-in weapon firing duration is 8 to 10 seconds. So it's going to get a 10-second flight. That's really good. Especially since it has an absurd cooldown. I think the cooldown needs to be nerfed too. Or buffed. Durability, Seraph. 210, we'll say 215,000 to 230,000. And the built-in weapon damage is getting... This is nothing. Give it a force field buff. Until it has a force field buff, it's not going to do anything. Mars Aegis capacity. So the Aegis capacity is going up. And the turret damage per particle is also going up. And the bonus to movement speed is also going up. That's really good. I love to see Mars buff. Mars was nerfed, and then it was nerfed again. And for good... It wasn't even good to begin with. It was like mediocre, I think. It wasn't even in the meta. So, yeah. Strix buffs, it looks like. Durability 400,000 to 450,000. Movement speed going up to 45 kilometers per hour. And prime sight duration 9 to 12 seconds. Come on, Strix is fine as is. They want it to sell, definitely. So good. I think these robot nerfs and buffs, I think the only one that's really being killed are these two. Samjock and Condor. What happened to them? I hope all of this gets reworked. Condor doesn't need any, and Samjock just needs a turret. I think this is the only thing that Samjock should get. 50% accuracy, that's the only thing it should get. Condor, durability, no Condor nerfs. All of these, I would say remove as well, because none of them need it. I love to see these buffs, all of these buffs, except for Strix. Strix doesn't need a buff. Hedget, Destret, and Shent, please nerf these into the ground. Damage per particle, no, not substantial enough. Ammo, 8 to 7, and the reload amount, 8 to 7. It's going to have one less mine per... They're still going to be good. The fact that it can shoot through walls is why I hate these so much. Nothing should be able to shoot through a wall. Same goes for the boom weapons. The 5 well, I guess we can't call it 5 big boom weapons anymore because that's the Redeemers. But Boom, Pow, and Bash need a tracking nerf. They're 100% accurate, and their scaling with Deathmark is insanity. They need nerfs too. I hope to see them. Damage per particle, Arm L, and Arm M. But they're getting, this is why Auto Schreier adds them, because they're getting a shot interval nerf, reload ammo capacity nerf, and arm nerfs. That's a lot. They do, but they still do their percentage damage, so that's pretty good. Gil, Mog 1, and Kieran, oh no. Damage per, these are fine as is. They're meant to be sustained brawler weapons. Damage per particle going down 1300 to 925, and then 2000 to 1400, and then 2700 to 18. Shot interval 1 to 1.2 to 1 seconds. No, they're meant to be sustained, so they're gonna fire empty quicker. Reload interval 0.8 to 1.6 seconds. They're getting a double reload interval and more dispersion. They do start out with more ammo. I think they're fine as is, honestly, especially since Elox and Mirix are doing like more damage than Ultimate Havocs at longer range and quicker. Oh my goodness. Howler, Growler, Screamer. Damage per particle is going up. Damage bonus for subsequent shots is going down though, from 10 to 10 or 10%. This isn't changing. And then from 30%, okay, it's fine. And then they're getting a, this is a buff. I think they're fine as is. They do so much damage already. Porthos, Aramis. Shot interval 0.1 to 0.12 seconds. So they'll fire for longer and have a longer reload amount. My favorite weapons, fine. Regulator, damage per particle, 3,150 to 2,430. Damage bonus for long range shots, 30% to 10%. Particle dispersions plus 20, and then a slight increase in ammo. This is a nerf. They need to scratch this nerf. Fine as is. Magnetar, damage per particle. This is nothing. 100% or 100 damage per particle. Reload interval, that's good. 5 to 4. Ammo! 24 to 10. What about Pulsar? Leave Pulsar out of it. No. Gutted. Oh my goodness. 20, that's over a 50, that's like it's a 60% nerf in ammo capacity. What is that? Nuh-uh. This needs to be scratched immediately. Prisma, damage bonus for long range shots, 100% to 50%, so they're getting nerfed. Reload interval 1 second to 2.4 seconds. Ammo 60 to 50, and the reload threshold. Okay, so I think what this means is getting, when you first start out, no, they're getting a nerf here. So these are overall nerfed. Hey, they don't need Reaper, damage per particle going down, shot interval increased, but they're getting 7, so they're doing 45,000 damage per clip now. They're getting an overall damage nerf by like 6,000, and that's if you hit all of your shots, and you're gonna have a longer shot interval. That's ridiculous. No wonder why they're giving out a Reaper Crisis for this event. They're just gonna nerf it. And the moderator drone, wait, yeah, the moderator drone got nerfed too. These are supposed to hit hard. They have a 15-second reload. Cancel this. They're fine as is. Trickster, Deceiver, particle dispersion minus 11%, ammo 30 to 36, reload amount 30 to 30. Come on, these are the most worthless weapons in the game. They need to be restored to pre-nerf status. I mean, they're not going to do anything. They hardly did anything at that. The only time they were good was when they were on the test server and they were turning the entire DOT bar or your entire health bar orange with DOT. That's the only time they were good. They need to be like significantly buffed, especially since you can heal it all up. Shatter, Splinter, Brisant getting a buff, so they'll do more damage at more range. Okay. Oppo built-in. Oh, I see orbital support down there. I'm gonna see Frederick. Watch. Oppo built-in weapon damage per particle 1340 to 1,000. Built-in weapon particle dispersion, so it's gonna have less accuracy. Required flight duration to activate Aegis shield upon landing 4 to 7%. Cleanse stacks can only be accumulated from Leo and Nuo. What? Cleanse stacks can only be accumulated from Leo and Nuo buffs. So they're making it like, oh, it's dead. Oh my goodness. So basically the only thing you're getting from a flying bot is the armor plates in air and a shield still if you fly more than 7 seconds. I think Ophian can still manage to activate it, but it only flies for 5 seconds. Cleanse stacks can only, no. This needs to be removed. I think the built-in weapon and the particle dispersion is fine because it was still too strong, but required flight duration to activate Aegis shield upon landing 4 to 7 seconds. I mean, that completely kills it for Raven, but that Raven with that was pretty in the first. No, I think it should be like I think it should not be 7 seconds. Hyruko bonus durability for activating a module, 30,000 to 15,000. DOT upon activating a module, 240 to 120. So instead of getting a 240% damage bonus, you get a 120% damage bonus. Built-in weapon damage per particle is getting increased. Oh, but the built-in weapon particles per shot is getting completely halved. So that's going to do way less damage overall. DOT upon activating a module. The only reason the Hyruko is good right now is because when unstable conduit lasts for 1 second and it has a fast cooldown. That's the only conditions Hyruko needs to be good. As soon as the unstable conduit gets changed, it's going to be a mediocre drone. It doesn't need any of these nerfs. And then Shy, bonus defense points for dealing damage. Okay, so all my guides recommending Shy are now way worse. Great. Orbital support, damage bonus 90%, 50%. Movement speed bonus 100 to 750. Stack decay 1 second to 1.5 seconds. This is base again, is it not? Let me check. It isn't. Are they bringing it to 50% and 70% movement bonus? I mean, Frederick is a bit too strong. I think it's fine. Since you'll have it for longer. So instead of 10 seconds, you'll have 15 seconds. And you'll have the highest bonus damage more often. It's fine. Frozen Scorn, DOT 84. What? This thing doesn't need a nerf? Oh my goodness. Hold on. Repairs 15% to 8.5%. Cleanse stack limit 5 to 3. This thing had 15 when it came out. Keep it 5. It needs 5. Bifrost defense point accumulation 5 to 7 seconds. Duration of retaining the maximum amount of defense points to 4 seconds. And bonus defense points are going from 45 to 65%. So this is getting a major buff. That's insane. Bifrost, I think Bifrost is going to be one of the best motherships now. Paladin repairs. Paladin nerfs do not need to happen. Repairs 125,000 to 100,000. No, Paladin does not need another nerf. This is what most free-to-play run. Most free-to-plays, I think, run Paladin, Avalon, and Frederick. These do not need nerf. Paladin and Avalon do not need nerfs. Frederick does need a nerf. So I think that might be fine. And then Beholder, beam damage 25,000 per tick to 15,000 per tick. That's an insane it's a nerf, but blast is now applied correctly. So every once in a while you'll get like a guaranteed defense mitigation bomb go off. I think it'll still be good, but beholders are so cancer, I want to see that thing completely dead. That's the only thing in the game I want to see completely dead. Mute, blind, and EMP duration. Oh no, 7 to 9 seconds. That's gonna be. It's good for mute since almost no one uses it, but it's going to be devastating. Titan specializations. Actually, wait. This can be a Rex counter. Okay, I want to see this go through. Rex counter, please. Titan specializations. Self-fixed reactor. Repairs 30,000 to 15,000. Oh, this is Titan specializations. Repairs TRA. No, that means Minos is. I mean, it's fine. The gray defense repairs wasn't really what you needed. It's the defense mitigation or the complete unmitigatable defense, so this is fine. Ultimate specialization permanent effect. Damage and durability bonus 2 to 1%. That's fine since it's ultimate. Ultimate plated armor kit. Getting bonus durability. Ultimate antimatter reactor. Getting bonus damage. Ultimate grand balance reactor. Bonus durability and damage. Okay, so this is only for the ultimate ones, so it's not good for free to plays. Unless you have an ultimate Titan somehow. Titan last stand. Duration going from 7 to 9 seconds, so that only really takes effect on Bjorn. And Titan immune amplifier, bonus durability 3 to 4%. This is nothing, but again, only on Bjorn. Robot specializations, accelerator, and overdrive module units swapped. What does that mean? That mean you just unlock it later in the path? Oh no, I think that means, hold on, where's my links? So you can either choose between cloaking unit and robot accelerator, or beacon operator and overdrive unit. That's what I think that means. Tour is the worst specialization, but honestly, 22 kilometers per hour is an insane amount of speed. Love to see this on links. Downvote. This is like the biggest list ever, I think. Any tier 3 nerfs. They need to be canceled. All of these tier 3 things. Atlas good, Mauler good. Versa, I don't think this needs a buff, honestly. This is a buff for the durability and defense points. The fatigue shot is barely worth using anymore, and fatigue shot damage bonus. This is a Vendicatore nerf, but the Bersaliere is. It's the damage output it can put out is only balanced because it has low health. If it gets this health back, it's It's crazy. It's not going to be balanced anymore. Eiffel, no, do not nerf that thing. Rook, it's fine. I think the trade-off is fine. Indra, I don't want to see this nerfed. Luchador, no. Nodens, yes. Sharinga, yes. Heimdall, Aether, and Sirius. As long as this does, as they do not get touched, because they're too strong for tier 3 now. This is fine because it's going to be cheaper to upgrade them. Void Chasm, that's fine. Huggin and Muggin, they're completely dead. I don't want to see them dead. They need to be usable. At least bring them to like Inferno Pyro level. Equalizer Arbiter, this is fine. They did way too much damage at range. Oh, I don't want to see that happen. Striker, no. Avora Veyron, small damage bonus, I don't think is worth it. They're fine as is. Anguish or Runer do not need to be touched, especially because of Elux and Mirix. Good, also good. This is one of the worst ones I've ever seen in this list. He should be a general pilot for everything. Auto Strider, this is fine. Ultimate Arthur, good. Ultimate Grom, good. Ultimate Sword, good. Ultimate Leech, good. I think it needs a little, but it's fine. Ultimate Griffin, would like to see the jump cooldown stay the same. Ultimate Destria, lovely. I love to see that. Ultimate Fujin, good. Ultimate Spectre, good. Ultimate Invader, good. Ultimate Mender, good. Ultimate Ares, good. Ultimate Weapons, this is good. Ultimate Shredder, I think it needs a nerf. It's a light weapon. It does not need to be doing like 200,000 damage per clip. Ultimate Tulumbus, I think it needs more nerfs. Honestly, this Ultimate Tulumbus is so broken. And Ultimate Redeemer and Ultimate Taran need to be here too. Ultimate Hussar and Dragoon, no. Ultimate Avenger, fix that. They do less damage than Ultimate Punishers. Ultimate Vortex, well, it's fine, I guess. Teth, I think that Conflicted, we'll see how it performs after this, and if it needs more nerfs, because the physical shield replacement should not be a thing if no other bot has it except for Condor, which, speaking of, Sword is fine. I think, actually no, Sword, cancel all of these. The only thing it needs is a reduction in the absorb accumulation. It does not need to be 50%. Samjock is going to be dead if this happens. Samjock and Condor need to be canceled entirely. This should be canceled. There should have the pseudo Rex counter. Ravager, no, cancel this. And the moderator nerfs. Dux, it's fine, I guess. You must nerf it that way. Mender, good. Wayland, good. Nightingale, good. Demeter, lovely. Fafnir, good. I would love to see, like, a 16-second cooldown in Shapeshift. That thing has no protection in the air. This is good also. And this. So, I really love to see that. Hawk, this is good. It needs the reflector on takeoff and cooldown. And takeoff and landing, because it has, like, a 20-second cooldown. Good stability. Seraph, give this thing a force field buff. Also, the Nether. These things are so dead, because their force field is horrible. Mars, I think Mars is so dead, honestly. These are all incredibly good, but it needs more. Strix, I don't want to see that happen. Strix is fine as is. This needs a more significant nerf. This is fine, I guess. They're going to be good for free to play since they have percentage damage, but I would be careful since I can see them getting another nerf in the future, bringing the 1% to 0.5%. Yango, Mago, and Kieran, scratch this whole thing. It should be sustained brawler. It doesn't need. The only thing I can see this being good for is like Scorpion and Shenlu, which they can get their damage in more quickly. No, actually no, because it's getting a damage nerf, so never mind. Howler, Growler, Screamer, they're fine as is, really. They don't need a buff. Aramis, Porthos, Athos. Later, this doesn't need to be touched. Magnetar. I think this is the worst nerf besides the Samjock and Condor in this update. These are going to be literal garbage under the earth if it happens. Do not nerf them. Prisma doesn't need to be nerfed either. They're fine. They're long range weapons. Reaper down. Oh, Reapers are fine. They do not need to be touched. Trickster, Deceiver, give these a buff. Come on. And this, I guess, they need more damage though. Aopo, this is robbery. This is complete robbery. Do not do this. Haruko doesn't need to be nerfed at all. Shy doesn't need to be nerfed at all. Frederick is fine, I think. It does too much bonus damage. Frozen Scorn. What are they thinking? This thing needs a buff. Avalon, do not touch it. It's fine. Bifrost, defense point accumulation. I think Bifrost, I think it'll be broken after this. I would not buff this into that capacity. Paladin does not need to be nerfed. Beholder, fine. I hate Beholder. But Mute, good, because Rex counter. If this happens, Blind and EMP, Rex is going to be completely obliterated by Mute. That's good. And then these, I really have no opinion on. They're so minuscule, it's fine. And then this is fine too, I guess, since you're trading it off. Yeah, welcome to War Robots, the land of insane nerfs and minuscule buffs. And if things get buffed, they get nerfed. So I really, really, really do not recommend you investing into anything game. Please do not invest into with your money. I mean, it's just gonna get nerfed, especially if it's slightly overperforming like a whole bunch of these things do. Honestly, the only ones that I see really dying from this nerf are Condor and Samjock and Magnetar and the Avalon and the Alpo drone. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, also remember that a lot of these are not going to be final, and that it's normally only final until the final week of only week. Why are Rex and Kaji not nerfed? Oh, well, I know why, because they're new and they need to sell. Ridiculous. Honestly ridiculous. But yeah, I don't really like to put out negative content, and the video I had scheduled for literally tomorrow or literally Saturday is completely gutted now. I can't use any of the clips since a lot of it is outdated. So thank you so much, Pixonic, for that. Yeah, I will see you in the next one.